Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday and it's June 13th. We just have one meeting to tell you about, and it's the United Board meeting. It'll be following our morning broadcast of This Day, somewhere around the 9:30 time frame. And you can see that, of course, right here on Village Television. You can also follow along virtually, or you could actually visit the boardroom. Now, virtually, you would go to lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings, and there will be a link that will take you right to the meeting to watch online. Let's take a look at who's on our show today, where we have Jerry Slusewicz, who is here on behalf of Pacific Financial Planners, and he's always got some great information and good advice for us about what to do about our retirement. And then we have Stuart Spencer, who is here on behalf of Advanced Ear Care, and of course, he is always here with great information about new technology and what to do about hearing or any hearing loss we might have. Let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. Well, we just might see the sun this week. We're very excited because the following week we are going to see the sun. And I know it's been a long time since we've seen it. So take a look at these numbers. Once we burn off our morning overcast, we are looking at 69.58, 69.59, 70.59, 71.59, and then 73.60. Our sunrise this morning was at 5:40. Our sunset will be at 8:01. And take a look at this beautiful beach down in Playa del Carmen, which is close to Tulum, on a little island down there. So absolutely beautiful. And just as a reminder, we wanted to keep you informed that unfortunately this southbound I-5 El Toro Road on-ramp is going to be under construction. So do expect delays and detours. They are going to start that at 11 p.m. on Friday, June 16th to 5 a.m. Monday, June 26th. And we just wanted to keep you informed because there's going to be a lot of traffic around that area, so you may want to take an alternate route. Okay, when we come back, we will have Jerry from Pacific Financial Planners, so stick around.
Are you or someone you know facing financial challenges from unexpected emergency expenses? The foundation of Laguna Woods Village can provide the temporary help you need. Meals on Wheels, adult day services, dental services, medical alert services, and ambulance contracts. Contact the Village Social Services at 949-597-4267 to see if you qualify. Neighbors helping neighbors. The mission of the foundation of Laguna Woods Village.
Welcome to Harvard Eye Associates. We're focused on your eye care at all three of our Orange County locations.
Our new location in Laguna Hills, Orange, and San Clemente.
Each facility features the latest in advanced technology and diagnostic equipment.
And a trusted collection of doctors that care about your vision and your quality of life.
We deliver what matters to you and your family.
Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today.
The Salvation Army Orange County is proud to be a leader in providing comprehensive care to families, men, women, young adults, seniors, and veterans in Orange County. Our shelters provide food, clothing, counseling, housing navigation, and job training. We also provide care through rent and utility assistance, food pantries, anti-trafficking services, adult rehabilitation, and youth programs. Donate today to help families in need and empower individuals towards self-sufficient life.
Hi, welcome to Pacific Financial Planners. We focus on income replacement for your retirement. We have over 3 decades of professional money management experience. We personalize a plan that's right for you and your family. You only get one shot at retirement. Don't you think you better get it right? So give us a call for your free consultation. We can do this over the phone, via Zoom, or in person.
Welcome back. Well, as I mentioned, we have Jerry here on behalf of Pacific Financial Planners. Welcome back. How are you?
I'm doing great, Lisa, but I'm really happy for you. Congratulations on your retirement.
Yeah, my semi-retirement.
That's awesome. And thank you for all you've done for me and our clients and allowing us to educate them, on your program.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And you've hit it right on. What is it? The nail.
The nail on the head.
Yes. Yeah. Something like that. Because that's what it's about, is education, right? And you've been educating our community for a while now with your forums and all of your advice. And today is no different. So we're going to talk a little bit about how unpredictable the markets are. But things seem a little better.
Yeah, the inflation numbers came out today, 4%, which is down from 9.5% about a year ago.
Yeah.
Still, double over the last 3 or 4 years, but it's heading in the right direction. Mm-hmm. And so that should make things a little bit better. It'll cause probably the Fed, who is meeting today and tomorrow, to not raise rates maybe anymore. We might have peaked out on interest rates.
Okay.
Certainly on the longer end of the market. And those are all good things, positive for stocks, positive for bonds, because a lot of people held bond funds, et cetera. Mm-hmm. So things are looking better, I believe.
Okay, well that's good. And now you mentioned the inflation rate has changed, but we talked a little bit before the cameras came on is about perception. And so what do we need to take in, keep into mind about perception?
Well, the thing is, Lisa, is that people don't understand the markets because they're unpredictable. So there's a perception by the masses, by the institutions, by investors of what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. So it's been recession, right? All year long, everybody's talking about the coming recession. And I kind of said, geez, I would think we might have had the recession last year, and not all recessions are built the same. The other perception is that the recession is going to be like it was in 2000 to 2003. It was pretty nasty. Mm-hmm. Or 2007 to 2009, which was even nastier.
Right.
And not all recessions are the same. Sometimes it's just a slowdown and you muddle through. I was reading an article that says seniors, the baby boom generation and I guess they're calling it whatever the great generation that was before 1946, that they're spending money and able to travel and doing things, but yet the millennials and the Gen X and certainly the younger folks aren't, because they're still muddling through it. So again, perception is your reality, so to speak.
Right.
But the stock market doesn't work in perception or reality. When earnings come out or things like this inflation number comes out, then suddenly it kind of resets the new perception going forward. Mm-hmm. And it's that difference is where the market is, and that's why it's so unpredictable.
Okay. So when we talk about different types of things that we should look into and what to invest, you always want to manage your risk, right? And I know that that's one thing that you always talked about is managing risks, not to lose money like you would lose in the stock market. Correct.
The stock market is somewhat like a casino. A lot of people call it that. And that's if you're buying and holding. I mean, I think that's outdated. I mean, look at companies like General Motors. In the 50s, 60s, even into the 70s, they were the largest employer in America. It said, as General Motors goes, so goes the economy. Well, in 2009, they went to zero. Everyone who was a long-term investor, I'm in it for the long term, they lost all their money. But that wasn't the only one. Eastman Kodak, we make film. How'd that work out for them? General Electric, Xerox, company after company that are big time. If you go back 100 years, it was the railroad industry.
Right.
That all went down. Now the railroads are good now, but there was a period of time in the 60s and 70s they were just dilapidated railroads. Nobody was using it because we had trucking and boats and planes and things like that to get our shipping around. Right. So it really comes down to how do you achieve safety, and that's through managing your risk.
Right.
By saying, okay, I want to invest in something, but I don't want to lose. So if you're taking risk investments, you don't want to lose much.
Right.
And there's non-risk investments that you don't have to lose at all. And you have to take control of your risk to be successful today.
And one thing that you were mentioning is all these different things that have happened over time. And we could just look back a few years, and if you're not paying attention, things can certainly just go right by you, and that's where you would lose money, and you wouldn't even realize that you were losing money unless you were aware of a variety of things that are going on. Now, I know people who check their accounts daily, and then there's others who don't check for months.
Or ever.
Or ever, right? And so then you would be
especially at bad times.
Well, you would be so clueless, right? Because you wouldn't know what's going on. So when you have people who are not paying attention, what do you tell them?
Well, change is the only certainty out there. We're gonna change. Everybody knows, we change all the time, physically, emotionally, the markets, the economy, COVID, now inflation, now we're losing the inflation, it's getting better. So if people marry their portfolios, I love this stock, or I love this mutual fund, or what have you, and they don't understand that as things change, as you go into a recession or come out of a recession, you're going to have different types of strategies. Going into a recession, you want big, huge U.S. companies that are slow to change. Coming out of recession, you want small, dynamic, little companies that can change quickly. And so you've got to change with the times. There's times to be in the market. There's times to be out of the market. And things like stocks and bond funds have risk because you have no defined outcome. You don't know how they're going to work out. And to say that we're in it for the long term and long-term stocks go up, well, long-term the indices go up because they keep changing the names, but not all companies make it. Where if you look at bond and bond-like instruments that have a defined income attached to it, some are guaranteed, like treasury bonds, things like that. They offer you a guaranteed rate. Or if it's corporate bonds, the corporation guarantees it. There's an implied guarantee with, let's say, preferred stocks, but regular stocks and mutual funds, they don't have any guarantees. So, people look at how can I manage my risk? Well, look at things that have defined outcomes, and then you're going to manage your risk that way. If you have an undefined outcome, a stock or a bond fund, it's not predictable, as we talked about. It's kind of the greater fool theory. I'm going to buy it at one price and sell it to somebody else at a greater price than I bought today. Where if you have that income coming in, as you know, here you are going into semi-retirement. So what are you going to do? You got to replace the income. How do you do that? You buy things that pay income, that pay dividends, that are safe, secure, and that's the way you manage your risk.
And one thing that we've talked about before is annuities, and I know that those are fairly secure.
The insurance company is backing them, and people go, well, geez, what about them? Insurance companies are reinsured by other insurance companies. Annuities have been around for literally hundreds of years, and then they're backed by the state guarantee fund. So there is safety associated with those, and if you buy the higher rated insurance companies. Now, there is one type of annuity called a variable annuity, and those are the ones you hear on TV, people saying, oh gosh, I would never buy an annuity, they're high in fees. Yeah, they are. Variables. But there's so many other kinds. There's immediate annuities, fixed annuities, index annuities. No fees, okay? There aren't any fees, just like your bank doesn't charge you a fee. People go, how can they do that? Well, does your bank charge you a fee? They're making money on your money, and your money is guaranteed, fully insured.
And so that's good to know, because I think a lot of people may be looking for safety somewhere, and that's certainly an option for them.
Well, certainly, our listeners here, in the village, as you get older, as you get to retirement and you change careers, et cetera, that's what you want. You want to have something that's predictable, something that you know. So that's the total return comes from income or growth, with growth being unpredictable, but the income is predictable. Annuities, bonds, preferreds, REITs, real estate investment trusts, those things, you have senior housing. Do you think senior housing is going to continue? Absolutely. You look at the demographics, more and more people are moving into places like here in the village. And the rents, 90% pass through to you and the investor. Good stuff.
Good stuff. All right, excellent. Now, you are going to have a financial forum this Thursday. That is coming up in 2 days. And of course, you've been having these regularly. All been good?
Excellent. Yeah, we get a lot of people. Look, here's the thing. It's a safe place to come and not only just hear me speak about a subject. This time we're going to talk about a variety of things. Again, mostly about income and safety. And Social Security for those who are younger that haven't, applied for it yet. We'll talk a little bit about that. Because Social Security decisions usually $1 million decision. People don't realize it. They Social Security, I'm going to get $2,000 a month. Well, do the math. Times 12 months, times 25 years. Talking about $1 million decision, especially if you're a married couple, then you're well over that.
And you do have to, and there's a lot of changes that are going on, and there's a lot of talk about changes too. So if you want to go to this particular forum, and you can even learn about annuities or ask questions about any type of investment, you can just go call Letty, 949-461-5882 if you have any questions. Otherwise, you can just show up at the clubhouse.
And this isn't the second Tuesday. This is the only time, second Thursday. This time it's the third And then I had some travel going.
Oh,
so
okay,
it's my
gotcha.
fault.
We gotcha. But nonetheless, this is this Thursday.
This Thursday
Okay.
coming up, the
All right.
14th.
Well, actually, it's the 15th.
15th.
Tomorrow's the 14th. So it'll be on the 15th this Thursday.
Thank you for helping me, Lisa. You've
You're
been
welcome.
awesome.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thank you.
again.
Thank you very
for all
much.
you've done.
All right. And if you want more information about anything that we have discussed, you can go to pfpinvest.com or call 949-219-0692. We'll be right back.
Hi, welcome to Pacific Financial Planners. We focus on income replacement for your retirement. We have over 3 decades of professional money management experience. We personalize a plan that's right for you and your family. You only get one shot at retirement. Don't you think you better get it right? So give us a call for your free consultation. We can do this over the phone, via Zoom, or in person.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials, at 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio, or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
By staying home, the community of Orange County has made a difference. But doing so shouldn't mean putting your own health at risk. Hogue wants you to know that safe, quality care is available. Don't ignore or delay the medical attention you need. From routine checkups to revolutionary treatments, Hogue is here for you, just as we have been for almost 70 years. Like no other time before, your healthcare choices matter. Get the care you need from the name you trust.
Did you hear the big news? The FDA announced the over-the-counter hearing aid program. It's been 6 years in the making. And what does that mean to you if you wear hearing aids or if you're thinking about wearing hearing aids for the first time? Most people are asking themselves, what is an over-the-counter hearing aid? Would it work for me? Where do I get them to try? How much do they cost? For over 40 years, Advanced Ear Care has been helping answer questions just like this. Call us today and find out more. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Welcome back. Well, we have Stuart here from Advanced Ear Care. See, I got your name right.
Hey,
Stuart
thank you,
Spencer,
Lisa.
Spencer
Yeah.
Stuart. I know people go back and forth, don't
That's
they?
right. As long as they're saying it one way or the other, I'm really happy.
Doesn't matter for us now.
That's right.
So, we have been talking for years about
Yes.
our hearing, and there's been an amazing amount of changes that have gone on with, technology. And then we have over-the-counter, and we have insurance things. So it's been a lot of, I think, positivity that's been happening in the hearing industry. However, it doesn't change our bodies, right? I mean, we still have hearing loss, we still have, so that doesn't seem to be changing, but the technology seems to be changing.
Yeah. Well, a lot of things change, and you're right. Some of it's with, how people are getting assistance, with their hearing aids. I mean, there was nothing more aggravating 35 years ago than somebody coming in and say, well, does my insurance cover it?
Yeah.
And it was like, no, every time. Right. No, 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 no. Now we have such a variety of insurance programs. We're affiliated with all of them. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's so helpful, and for the patients as well as for us to be able to accommodate some of that financial burden and help them with hearing and technology. I mean, wow, how amazing is that? I mean, we say technology. I mean, really it's just the fundamental of how somebody's able to perform while they're wearing hearing aids.
Yeah.
And, now they're more comfortable, they're more confident, they're hearing better, mm-hmm. It's easier to adapt. Just so many things that are very positive. So a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, it's been crazy. So let's talk a little bit about some things that happen to us. I mean, we stress our bodies out a lot, and there's something called auditory fatigue, which is just another thing that's stressing your body out.
That's right. So what I've learned, over so many years, is people only know the way they hear. They don't know the way they should be hearing until they hear that much better.
Yeah.
And so, I see a lot of people just in social situations, leaning in, asking people to repeat, struggling, what was that? What was that? Who's going to talk next? And I mean, it's brain activity, right? I mean, they're really stressing out,
right?
Or they're feeling isolated, like they can't engage, and that's stressful, or embarrassed, and so they go through a day, take a wedding reception, for example. Everybody's joyful, everybody's talking to each other, and at the end of the day, these people are wiped out, because they're struggling so much to hear and trying to understand everything the best they can. So, obviously, stimulating that hearing for them and helping them, to get the sound in the proper way and helping them to just reduce all of that auditory fatigue so they can just carry on a conversation really just helps the whole mental health and just helps people not to be so stressed out and go through that type of process.
Well, it sounds so simple, right? I mean, wouldn't it be great if all the other things were taken care of that easily?
Yeah, indeed.
That would be wonderful. Now, of course, as always, when you are experiencing this or you have a hearing loss, don't be afraid to go in and get checked.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. So here's the thing about hearing loss, right? It's invisible, it's painless, and it's really gradual. So everybody thinks they have normal hearing, even if they have quite a bit of hearing loss. That's the only way they know. That's just the way it is.
Right.
So then we show them the difference. It's like, oh my gosh, I should have done this a long time ago. The average person, they say, waits from 7 to 10 years after they first recognize they have loss to when they really do something about it. I mean, then they do it. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so much better. So, there's really a good reason, to have your hearing checked. And so what we've started is an initiative now through the end of the year where we're just going to test everybody. We'll test, the children that bring them in, we'll test their caregivers, hey, we'll test the UPS guy, just to see if we can get a baseline hearing test.
Yeah.
Because we want to see where everybody's at.
Right.
Hand them their test results so they know that they, where they're at and they have that as a baseline. Hopefully, most of those people have normal hearing.
Yeah.
And so, you don't have to have bad hearing to come in, and I think that's what people are waiting like until, it's like, people's lips moving and no sound coming out, that's deafness, we don't want to wait that long, then that's auditory deprivation, you're not stimulating that hearing. So we want people to come in, find out where they're at, find out what the solution is. They can make their own choice as to whether they, get help or even need help. So it's going to be a big deal.
Oftentimes I talk to people and they're like, I don't need a hearing aid.
Yeah, of
But
course.
you do need a hearing aid.
That's
you
right.
do need to get your ears checked. How do you convince people?
Well, here's the thing, people, I tell people, you're not deaf. You've got a lot of good hearing left. So it's not like that person's lips moving and no sound coming out. You don't ever want to wait to that point.
Right.
You're at a point where you struggle a little bit, maybe here or there, but typically it's really hard for somebody to self-evaluate that. Usually it's the spouse, right? Or the child, that says, Mom, you're not really hearing well. Dad, you need to get your hearing checked, because they only know the way they hear, not the way they should be hearing.
Right.
And then when that happens, it's like, wow, it's really a great transition for them as well.
Right. Well, I know you've talked about many clients that you have helped and they just go, oh my gosh, they can't believe how wonderful it is, which
Exactly,
is
especially today, where these hearing systems, are basically where they can just put them on and wear them and hear better. These engineers are figuring out these algorithms,
Right.
Where, what's the algorithm for speech and noise and speech in noise and machine noise and wind noise. And I mean, these hearing aids are looking at the soundscape, something ridiculous, like 20,000 times a second, while the hearing aids talk to each other, right? And then reducing noise, then amplifying in conjunction with their own personal hearing loss.
Right.
So I mean, it's like, wow.
Well, it's scary, and I was going to say maybe you're going to have to become a surgeon someday, because pretty soon you'll be implanting hearing aids into our ears or right behind them, something crazy like that. So Crone Hearing Aid Office has been closed, and you guys are now taking the patients.
Right. So, we purchased their, assets and, all their client files, and so they were going out of business, and she wanted to go help take care of her mother. And so, we just, made a business deal with them. So now we have all those patient files, warranties, hearing tests, the type of hearing aids they have, all the information they need. They can come right in and, we'll pick them up and help them. And A lot of people don't know, they wait a long time to go over there, then they're not there, and it's like, hey, where'd they go? So we just wanted to say that again. Crone Hearing Aids is now at advanced ear care, and we'll take care of everybody just the way we do everybody else.
Well, fantastic. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the information.
Well, thank you, Lisa.
And if you want more information, you can always get in touch with Advanced Ear Care by going to their website at advancedearcare.com or call them at 949-354-0040. And we'll be right back.
Did you hear the big news? The FDA announced the over-the-counter hearing aid program. It's been 6 years in the making. And what does that mean to you if you wear hearing aids or if you're thinking about wearing hearing aids for the first time? Most people are asking themselves, what is an over-the-counter hearing aid? Would it work for me? Where do I get them to try? How much do they cost? For over 40 years, Advanced Ear Care has been helping answer questions just like this. Call us today and find out more. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Laguna Woods Dental Care, our goal is to serve and provide dental services to the residents of Laguna Woods. Dr. Mohsen Mahmood is currently specializing in senior dental care from USC Dental School and has been serving the Laguna Woods community for over 16 years. At Laguna Woods Dental, our top priority is your overall wellness, ensuring your current medications do not affect your oral health. We offer a convenient plan for $250 a year that includes exam, x-rays, and all types of cleanings are covered. Our office is located right outside of gate number 3. Come book your appointment today.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From our delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
The Salvation Army Orange County is committed to building hope in people's lives rather than just more shelters. The Center of Hope, a comprehensive homeless care solution, combines a 325-bed emergency shelter, 72 permanent supportive housing apartments, on-site medical, dental, vision, and mental health care, and an award-winning drug and alcohol rehabilitation center. Donate today to transform lives, create safer neighborhoods, and provide an opportunity to end chronic homelessness in Orange County.
Welcome back. Just take a look at our weather one last time before we head out. We are looking at partly cloudy skies. We're trying to burn off this morning mist and fog. 69, 58, 69, 59, 70, 59, 71, 59, and 73, 60. And you can always rewatch our program at 12:30 and 5, Monday through Saturday. And then, of course, you can always go to our YouTube channel, Village Television. Now, of course, we will join you again tomorrow right here on Village Television at 9 a.m. It'll be my final show for this day, and you're going to meet the brand new hosts. And also, don't forget that following our morning broadcast today is going to be the United Board meeting. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.